First of all, welcome to Tech Magnifier. Sir, mobility with Intel Inside. What's the tagline refers?
The idea is, if you look at usage of devices currently, devices are becoming more and more mobile. People are wanting to become mobile. People are wanting to go to places with their devices. People are wanting to do different things with their device in hand. And what we at Intel are doing is enabling that movement to happen, enabling the silicon level innovation so that the device can perform beautifully well. It can perform at a very a high usage. It can give the right performance to the people even when they are on the move.
So, consumers want to know major difference between Atom processor and Core processor.
Atom processor and Core
Intel
processor.
Atom, yes.
The whole range of processor which Intel brings to you is basis what designs can be enabled and at what price point and for what segment the designs will get enabled. So the Atom processor is kind of an entry level processor on the PC side, and that's our main processor on the tablet and phablet side, whereas the Core processor is a slightly high end performance processor. So if you look at the 2-in-1s or if you look at the PCs, laptops, you will find the Core processors there.
So which one is the cheapest tablet with Intel Inside till now?
Right now, the cheapest tablet right now available is the I think the Dell Venue 7 as well as Asus PhonePad, which are available both there.
These two are the best. With pricing, can you please elaborate?
Both Dell Venue 7 and Asus PhonePad are around 10,500 rupees.
So people will get below 10
Around
devices
10,000.
within.
Right now it's around 10,000 rupees, but you will start to see designs under 10,000 rupees also by next year.
So how many types of Intel's Bay Trail available till now?
So there are multiple designs available. The Dell Venue Pro is on Bay Trail. The Dell Venue will be on Bay Trail soon. There are multiple designs available on Bay Trail already. Bay Trail is mainstream in that sense. Yeah.
So throw some light on wearable technology space. What are the Intel's plan for?
The wearable technology space is a very fast changing space right now, and there's nothing defined there. There are wristbands, there are glasses, there are smart clothes being designed. So there are multiple things happening, and I think the largest amount of innovation will happen in that segment, in the wearable segment. We are very focused on the wearable segment in terms of making sure that we have silicon and system and chip designs ready for any kind of wearable devices which the OEMs might want to make. But nothing to announce yet in terms of any designs. But we are working very closely with multiple players to make sure the silicon is optimized and available for a variety of wearable devices.
So Intel has got plans, but it's not executed.
We are working with multiple players because it's a emerging ecosystem. It's not a well-defined ecosystem, and it's not that one kind of wearable is going to sell. Multiple kinds of wearables are going to sell, and each of those wearables will have a different need. What silicon will go into a wristband might not be the right silicon to go into a glass. So you will have to have differentiated designs for each of those wearables.
So elaborate category of computing, like line 2 as you said.
Category of computing. I think category of computing.
2-in-1 category.
Yeah, so I think it's a variety of things happening. The biggest thing happening on the computing side is the choice of devices. As I said, earlier you had a desktop PC. It had its usage. People bought it. Then the laptop came, and but laptops were also thick and bulky for a while. Then Ultrabooks came. Ultrabooks made the laptops thin and light. Now you have 2-in-1s where you can use them as a tablet or a PC both. So that innovation is ongoing. It will keep on happening, and depending on what the consumers need, depending on what they are looking for in the device they want to use, they'll pick what suits them best.
Sir, shed some light on this Rock chip and Sophia chip, as you said.
So our Rock chip tie-up is around the Sophia SoC, and they are going to build a quad-core, version, 3G version for it. The idea there is that Rockchip is, very well, very strong player in the China tech ecosystem, and they have a set of their own customers, and those customers, are being serviced by them. So I think it's a win-win situation that Rockchip gets a very, very robust silicon SoC, and they are able to work on it and differentiate and do some innovation and give it to their consumers.
So this would be my last question. That what are the Intel's upcoming processors?
So as I told you about the Sophia SoC, depending on which segment are you looking at. Bay Trail is now mainstream. You will have Moorfield, Merrifield coming up. Then you have Sophia SoCs coming up. So it depends on which particular segment you're looking at, the PC segment or the mobile segment, that new processors will come. I can send you a roadmap. You can maybe put a score on the board.
Thank you so much.
For latest news and reviews of gadget and games, visit www.techmagnifier.com.